One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. And when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. The Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense will get the ball first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To throw, it's Wegman. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast.
Might have a chance. He's past the marker in the slide to avoid the hit, but there is a flag down. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Good work to get the defense to jump, and it gives them a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
A spectacular one-hand grab.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That 55-yard field goal attempt went awry, and now to make matters worse, they'll give it up 1st and 10 at the 38. Finding open areas. Picks up the first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the catch, it's Hudson. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Firing to the right, complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Push forward on the sneak. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. The quarterback sneak. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to run this quarterback. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. Houston going up tempo. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Fires to the tight end. Busts through behind his head. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throwing right. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Going to the run, it's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Running inside, it's Hughes. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage. And tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Wigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play good games. Now, bringing in Hughes from Oregon.
He's into the open down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Skips away from pressure. It's complete to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff, Joyner running left. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Hudson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. Handoff to Joyner. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Got it. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Scanning the field is Wegman. Quickly complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Fires quickly. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Timeout Houston, their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Red Raiders head coach told me he spoke to his team in the locker room at halftime about how well they started that first half, but it's not good enough. They are off to a good start in the Big 12 play, conference opener, but he said, I know our opponents are going to pour on the gas and be even better in the third. We have to match that energy here at kickoff.
Holly, thank you. Powers through the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Joyner. Maybe some room here. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. With the catch, it's Carter. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Knocked off his feet.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run inside. It's Hughes.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it way down the field. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. They'll run it. It's Hughes. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Try to barge their way in. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's fourth down for this defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Finding some room. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Quentin one more time. Fights off a defender. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Hammond. He turns that loose down the right side. Makes a grab deep. Running free. And he scores! Touchdown, Red Raiders! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll go right back to it. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Walker. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running the red zone, it's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch him.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of